Is your partner secretly bankrupting you? It's not buying Dogecoin at the top or trusting your mate hot property tips at the weekend barbecue. It's actually choosing the wrong partner, guys. That's right. Your so-called soulmate might just be the financial iceberg waiting to sink your Titanic dreams. In today's property roast, we're roasting the absolute disaster of couple finances in Australia and uncovering why merging your money could either rocket your wealth or nuke it entirely. We'll dive into spending mismatches, saving sabotage, toxic money habits, and dodgy advice from clueless influencers and greedy banks. And most importantly, guys, I'll show you how to dodge these relationship red flags before you go broke in love. Firstly, guys, joint accounts. A dream or financial nightmare? Guys, joint accounts. The romantic equivalent of signing a prenup in blood. Around 55% of couples pool their finances completely. But here's the twist. Because I'm telling you guys, you either build an empire together or watch one person raid the vault. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, as financial expert Scott Pate has said, you know the dude that wrote The Barefoot Investor? He says, quote, pooling money can unify goals, but if one of you is a spender, you're both screwed, end quote. On the other hand, guys, financial advisor Glenn Hare says, quote, keeping finances separate creates complexity and petty conflicts over who pays for groceries or petrol, end quote. And guys, this is my savage opinion. Joint accounts only work when both partners understand basic budgeting. And let's be real, guys, most Aussies think budgeting means skipping one avocado toast per week. What I'm trying to say is, know your partner's spending habit before you merge finances. Or if you don't listen, prepare to wave goodbye to your cash faster than a millennial can say FOMO. So right now, guys, in this video, here's some practical steps you can start doing right now. And this is just small hacks I've collected along the way from speaking to thousands of couples in my last 15 years as a mortgage broker. Number 1, create a monthly spreadsheet together. If you do not have a budgeting spreadsheet, I suggest you book a call with me, and in that call, it comes with the spreadsheet bundle. Just download it and spend a night together and go through your living expenses, your cash in and cash out, and budget together on this spreadsheet. But hey guys, I know some of you are very busy and don't have time to do that. So here's a simple formula that you can take away from this video. And the formula is monthly income minus monthly expenses equals monthly savings. Simple, right? And then from that data, if you ask your spouse or your spouse asks you and you share that data openly, the next step is I want you guys to agree on a contribution percentage to joint expenses. Like for example, in 1 month, you might spend $1,500 and your spouse maybe $2,000. And say as of today, you guys want to save X amount of money to get a certain deposit to buy a certain type of property. You both should agree like, okay, we need to save this much money. I'm spending this much. You're spending this much. Let's both agree to just spend this much collectively. And anything beyond that is a no-no. Secondly, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about spending habits. Like at the end of this video, I'm going to turn your mentality from Netflix and chill to debt and kill. Yeah, that's right, guys. You know those romantic dinners and spontaneous holidays that kind of look cute on Instagram? It turns out, guys, those expenses are often funded by credit cards and crippling debt. Like, according to a survey from CanStar, it reveals that 42% of Aussie couples regularly fight over money.
Okay, I'm just going to relocate these.
And why, you might ask? Well, one word, guys. Overspending. That's right, overspending. According to finance guru Effie Zahos, she says, quote, transparency is key, and hiding spending can create toxic financial resentment, end quote. But then relationship coach Samantha Jane counters, quote, monitoring your partner's every cent is controlling and not caring, end quote. And guys, this is my blunt take. Transparency isn't controlling, guys. It's survival. Like, let's be real, guys. Overspending isn't cute. It's basically financial infidelity.
Your stuff? There is no your stuff. I have paid for everything in this apartment.
And trust me, guys, as a mortgage broker with 15 years experience, speaking to tens of thousands of couples every single year, nothing kills romance faster than a debt collector calling during date night.
I can tell you I don't have money.
So again, here are some practical steps for you couples to curb your spending. Number 1, set a weekly spending limit for discretionary purchases. Again, use my spreadsheet, but if you don't want to, here's the simple formula. You have total discretionary spending allowed. This is your end goal. That is equal from monthly income minus essential expenses minus your savings goals that we talked about just then, I want you to have this figure and divide it by 4. And right now, if you guys are scratching your head and thinking, hey Q, why 4? Well, it's just a rough number, right? Because there's obviously not just 4 weeks in every month, right? But let's just keep it bloody simple, right? And if by doing this is still going over your head, I recommend you use apps like WeMoney that I always talk about, or another app called Pocketbook, or another app called Money Brilliant to trap your spending transparently. Thirdly, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about saving strategies. And this is how 99% of couples sabotage their future. Like I'm telling you right now, if I'm speaking to a lot of couples in the last 15 years, most couples think savings means scrolling away their leftovers and just simply eating bread and butter.
Oh my.
Newsflash. Leftovers don't buy houses in Sydney, guys. According to CoreLogic, or they renamed themselves to Co-Totality, I can't bloody pronounce this name anymore. But according to their data, the current median Sydney house prices has hit $1.5 million. Like, that is crazy. That is up to 75% from 2014. Yet only 30% of young couples have the structured saving plans to fund that deposit in order to buy that property. According to financial commentator Alan Kohler, he notes, quote, couples with no structured savings will always lag behind in property and investment opportunities, end quote. But then you always hear on this app like TikTok, IG, Facebook, or even YouTube, these so-called influencers like, Sarah Savings, she will say something like, oh, quote, saving challenges like no spend months are all you need, guys, end quote. But guys, this is my savage reality check. No spend months are a band-aid solution. I'm telling you right now, guys, structured savings aren't just necessary. They're non-negotiable, guys. If you want to get into the property market, this is non-negotiable. So unless you're happy renting forever, guys, structure your savings like your future depends on it. Because do you want to know the truth, guys? It really does. Again, here are some practical steps that you can adhere to if you want to get a more structured savings plan setting into your relationship. Number 1, set a savings target based on your home buying goal. And the formula is very simple, guys. It's simply deposit required divided by the month until the goal equal monthly savings target. For example, if you want to use the first home guarantee scheme to buy $800,000 in New South Wales, because this obviously would avoid stamp duty, 5% deposit of an $800K purchase is $40,000. Now, say for example, you want to save $40,000 in 10 months. All you need to do is get $40,000 divided by 10 months. And that equals $4,000 a month. Now, obviously, if you're a couple, one person will save $2,000 and the other person will save $2,000. But hey, if you're a high roller and your missus doesn't work, well, you got to pick up the slack and save $4,000 yourself. And for those guys that are watching this type of video, well, mate, that's what happens when you're trying to bag a hottie. And the second step is, guys, this is a little bit of a hack. Open a high interest savings account in the lower income owner's name. For example, in your hot girlfriend's name that's not working at the moment, right? This will help you reduce the tax liability on the interest earned. But then, guys, you gotta be careful. If that hottie is a bit of a gold digger, she'll probably run away with the money before you buy that property. So be careful, guys. And bonus tip, guys, if you're applying for the First Home Guarantee Scheme and you need to save that 5% deposit, you can actually go get a First Home Super Saver Scheme account opened. That allows you to put that money into your super that can later be withdrawn for the purchase of your first unoccupied property. And that money that you put into that super account is only taxed at a minimal tax rate. And plus, you get a lot of tax credits. So on both ends, it's win-win. Now, fourthly, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about tax strategies. The untapped gold mine that no one talks about. Like we all know, ATO, tax debt, or tax is a financial villain in Australia at the moment, right? And most couples miss out on the tax savings simply because no one taught them how. According to our ATO report, it has reported that less than 20% of eligible couples utilize spouse super contributions or lower tax investment structures to take advantage of the tax credits. According to accountant Brett Kelly, he says, quote, couples leaving tax savings on the table is like burning cash. It's pointless and painful. End quote. But then you always hear on this platform, influencers like Money, Maven, Maddie, I made that name up. They always say something like this, quote, tax strategies are complex and overrated. Just earn more money, end quote. But guys, here's my brutally honest view. Relying on just earn more money advice is the laziest financial advice ever given, guys. Like for smart couples that are watching this video at the moment, I don't want you just to hustle harder. I actually want you to hustle smarter, guys.
You see, that's what you have to do. You have to use your mind.
I want you to leverage tax strategies, which is basically free money, so that you can get ahead in your deposit to buy that property today to end a generational curse in your family. So unless you hate cash, I seriously suggest that you get proactive and start taking advantage of all those tax credits. Otherwise, you're just going to keep funding Canberra's next dumb project. So again, guys, here are some practical tips for you. Step 1. Maximize tax savings through spouse super contributions. The formula is very simple. You have the higher earner's marginal tax rate. It could be old mate the man or the woman, I don't care. You get their higher tax rate minus the lower earner's marginal tax rate. With this figure, you times it by contribution amount, and that equals tax saved. That simple, guys. And on top of that, while you're having that conversation, because it's like tax time, I want you to also discuss with your accountant whether maybe you should like set up like a family trust or a discretionary trust that will suit your situation if you're earning a lot of income and you need to distribute that income to beneficiaries like your mom, your brother, your sister. So hopefully, guys, from all those tips that I've just mentioned just then, hopefully you've written them down, or you probably will pause the video and write them down, or you can rewind this video and go back to those tips. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, as a person who's been married for the last 12 years with my wife, and she's also a financial planner herself, I'm quite fortunate because I'm also in finance as well. So we're pretty savvy with our numbers and our money. But for those of you that are not in that industry, merging your life together means merging your finances, unfortunately. Like, it's unavoidable, guys. But it doesn't have to mean merging your financial trauma together, guys. Like, from this video and from this channel, which I always harp on about ending the generational curse in your family, I want you guys, after watching this video and practicing all those practical tips that I've noted, hopefully I can get out of your head that being financially more aligned is more romantic than roses and chocolates. Like all those oozy feel-good vibes that you watch from those rom-coms, like those stuff are just temporary. Having an actual spreadsheet open with your income and expenses and savings listed, that is more stability, more freedom, and more choice, guys. But then, hey guys, if you already scrolled away or you're like, hey Q, that is just BS, whatever mate, then that's fine. Stay trapped in the system, guys. But for those of you who are still watching this video, if you're still serious about thriving financially, I suggest if you want more info, book a 15-minute strategy call or a 60-minute deep dive with me for me to build a holistic game plan to help you buy that first owner-occupied property or the first investment property. And if you need more financial advice, I can hook you up with my financial advisors, my accountants. And if you need help finding that dream property, I can hook you up with my respected, vetted buyers agents. But then, hey guys, if you're not ready, just hit the like button, hit the follow button if you like more videos like this, and most importantly, smash the share button and share this knowledge to your other couple mates, because at the end of the day, when you look at your family history, we all carry the generational poverty curse. And I think 2025, it is your responsibility to end that curse and build generational wealth. And like always, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again in the next few days in another episode of That Property Roast.